Hello and welcome, it's Debbie here. Today's discussion is going to be on the subject of transitional journeys. Now, you may wonder what a transitional journey is. And to be honest, it's something that I have made up to tell you the story in how I view things when I'm working with my clients. And my clients normally come and work with me when they are going through a transition in their life. So I came up with the title Transitional Journeys. To explain more, I'm going to put this into sort of three categories, and they are our childhood years, our adult years, and our prime years. And this has nothing to do with age. I wonder if anybody listening to this recording knows a young lad that's very older than his years. He may be 9 but comes across as 25. Or if you know a gentleman that's 60 but he's a big kid at heart. I'm sure you do, we all do. So let's look at the childhood years. The childhood years are fun. We're born love, we're born our first breath, we can speak, we can yell, we can have adventure. We're born into love and we're born love. And automatically, there's no fear. We come into the world with our first breath, getting held, getting our needs met, fed, changed. That can change, it can change very quickly when we become a toddler. The demands on our caregivers are perhaps more than just looking after us. Perhaps there's more siblings coming along. But those childhood years really are important to you, to I, to all of us, in recognizing who we believe we are. And what I mean is that I am feeling of what you feel growing up is kind of your identity. It's who you see yourself as. So you can have a wonderful, confident Toby. They'll be playing football outside in the street. And he wants to ask if his friend Maggie will play. And if Maggie says no, we don't want to, he's okay. He's quite a confident little lad. Kicking the ball, happy-go-lucky, knows that he's loved, cared for, has a voice and he can use it. He can laugh, he can speak and he's heard. That's quite a confident little boy. But if you get someone that's not so confident, someone that isn't getting their emotional needs met, want a hug, doesn't get one, speaks and gets told to be quiet, shut up, go to your room. When you have someone that's not so confident and has a negative reflection on how he or she sees themselves, that has an indentation, it has a mark on them at who they believe they are. I better not speak, I'm just a drama queen, I'm lazy, no one's going to listen to me. That identity that they are perceiving in the very childhood years reflects their whole life. So when they get to about 9, 10, if you have that kid that hasn't got a lot of confidence, doesn't think a lot of themselves, and he wants to play and asks someone to play with him and they don't want to, he takes it personally. He shies off, and he gets angry, starts bullying, taking tantrums, negative behaviours. In the transition between the young childhood years to the adult years of responsibility can happen with a very mature 14-year-old that's perhaps got to look after their mum, who's perhaps not as healthy as she once was, or a 12-year-old that's got to look after her siblings. That childhood transition to adult responsible years happens very quickly. That's when clients can come and see me, when they're transitioning into the responsibility years. And the responsibility years can bring a lot of behaviours. I can't make decisions. I'm too shy to meet someone. I can't commit. I doubt myself. I'll just hold myself back. I feel stuck, I feel trapped. So I won't take that job, I won't relocate, I won't even get married. I'll just stay in my bubble. but they still take responsibility. They do. The adult responsibility is there. They'll manage responsibility at how they're programmed to manage responsibility. But during the adult years, they may come and see me with issues such as lack of commitment, decision making, self-confidence, self-esteem, sadness, anxious feelings, procrastination, scared to start because they're convinced they're going to fail, because they believe they're a failure. They'll get through adult years, of course they will, but they kind of struggle to get through the adult responsibility years. So when the prime years come, which is time for them, that can happen anytime, 40, 50, 60. A confident person will really look forward to their prime years. Yes, I've done my commitments, I've done my financial security, I've done my planning, I've had the kids, I've watched the parents. Now it's my time. I can't wait for it. Retirement, here I come. Prime years are there. They fly into that. I don't see those clients. I see the clients that have lost themselves. They'll come to me and say, I don't know who I am anymore. I was a CEO of a company, or I sold my businesses. That was a chunk of my identity. I've lost that now. So who am I? I don't know what I want. I don't understand this person that I'm becoming. What they're becoming in the silence of the transition is that perception of that child that they perceived many years ago. And that child that perceived they were lazy, bad, couldn't speak, seen, not heard, don't feel, shoved down the emotions, feel guilty if you feel anything. All that comes to the surface and it makes them feel very sad, very uneasy. And they come to see me. So all I can say is the childhood years are so important. The adult years, we can put them to bed. We can wear masks. We can fight or flight, survive. We can get through them. But believe me, that transition from adult years to prime years, bingo, that hits a lot of people. Have you ever known someone that's worked hard all their life and all of a sudden they retire now and they have a heart attack? Or you think someone's really got everything, the perfect wife, husband, a house, country house, vacational yacht. They've got everything they could possibly want materialistic wise. Children are all doing wonderful, grandkids are. But all of a sudden they feel alone. They start to get aches, they start to get pains, and they start to lose energy. They can't get up in the morning. If you can relate to that, listen on, because those feelings that you're feeling of discomfort now and aches and pains are the same feelings that you've suppressed for years and years and years through your adult years. Maybe coming from fight or flight, mask on, keep going, don't stop. If you can relate to anything that I'm saying here, the way that I put my story across, the transitional journeys in life, you want to work on you, being that version of you were born. With a voice you can yell, maybe not yell in adulthood, but that child you were born was praised when you took your first breath, was praised when you got up after falling down, was praised when you spoke your first words, were praised when you actually started climbing. The adventurous you, the loving you, the real, genuine, authentic you that you were born to be. Get it back. Get ownership of it. That's power. And don't let anything or anyone take it off you again. Own it. Your power, your charge, your being. Come and work with me if any of this you can relate to. Again, it's debbie.dubicus@gmail.com. Thank you.